Vic here. Just thought I'd do a quick video on the importance of being able to tell your story. And if you don't have a story, the importance of telling someone else's. You always want to get as many people in front of a presentation as possible. And I'm going to bring on my mentor. He's been my mentor for years. He practically saved my life back in 2007 when we had the financial crisis. He's a person I totally respect and I've been following since. As Robert Hollis, and he's going to let you know and explain to you the importance of telling your story and how important it is in our business or any business. Take it away, Robert.
Hello everybody, my name is Robert Hollis and I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. Here's another video on success in minutes. Again, my goal is to be able to take the knowledge that was taught to me and share that directly with you. So this video is going to be fun for me because I'm going to title this one, How I Made My First $1 Million. Now, I want you to understand one key thing that was really, really important. All the successful people I've met, I mean very, very, very successful people, they ended up getting what, Les Brown would call, they were hungry. They were really, really sometimes desperate. And what I mean that is that, I run into people that are too comfortable. You know what I mean? They're just really too comfortable. They really don't want to do anything. They really don't want to change anything. And so guess what? It's very difficult for them to all of a sudden switch gears and understand the philosophy and do the things that are needed. One of the things that I was able to do, and this is not for everyone, but a lot of people that I've run into, they were really in a desperate situation and they needed to make money right now. They needed to figure out exactly what they need to do. I talked to a gentleman today, and the very first thing that he said is, how fast could I get to $5,000? That's one of the things that you want to hear. You want to know exactly what it takes to get to $5,000 a month. Now, if that's residual income coming in and now you're making what, $60,000 a year? That is incredible income. Now you're looking at replacing your job. Now, believe it or not, I made over $258,000 my very first year in this profession. And I'm going to tell you how I did it. What I did is I was very blessed, and I know that I was blessed, to actually meet a mentor that wanted me to be successful. He told me exactly what he needed me to do and wanted me to do. Now, I'm going to give you a little information on what you need to do to be successful. I was extremely, extremely coachable. I was so desperate for income, and some of you that may or may not know my story, I'm not going to get into it, but man, I was getting evicted out of my apartment. I was an auto mechanic on workman's comp. I got a loan on my car, so the repo man was trying to find my vehicle to take my vehicle away. So, I was really, really desperate, so I only wanted to do exactly what needed to be done to generate money. I wasn't interested in doing all these other things. So again, like I said on some of the other videos, people want to learn all this stuff. They want to learn how to do a presentation. They want to learn how to do a training. They want to learn how to be a speaker, an inspirational, motivational speaker. They want to learn all this stuff. They want to be experts on the products. They want to be experts on the service. They want to be experts on the compensation plan. This video is for those of you that want to make money right now. You want to make money right now, and you'll learn the other stuff later. So, like Master the Mundane, I basically said to my mentor, just tell me what to do. And I never really got any advanced training, super advanced training for like 6 months. He was doing a basic training, a 2-day training, and it was always out of town. It wasn't done in the city that I was brought up in. So a lot of people were always going, I wish I had a sponsor that was close to me. I wish that I had someone to help me. To be honest with you, that's probably the worst thing that you could have. The reason why is you would immediately start leaning on that sponsor. You'd be leaning on the training center. You'd be leaning on the corporate office. You'd be leaning on all the stuff that I didn't get to lean on. I needed to know exactly what I needed to do to get people in front of him. So the first thing that he shared with me, and this is something that I cover on almost every video. I know not every video, but I'm just saying it's so important. And again, it's understanding that basic thing of being able to pique interest. Now, pique interest very simply means that you want to get somebody in a mindset to want to know more about what you have to offer. Now, this is very important. So when I say phrases and give you sentences to say, you got to understand where to use the phrase, where to actually pause, where to listen, how to be able to say it exactly the way it's done. Why? Because it's all based on psychology. You want to get people to be able to say, well, yeah, what is it? Or you want to say, hey, give me some information. Or go ahead and tell me what's going on. So again, I covered this in a lot of them, the videos, but I got to do it again. But the very first thing is just very simply saying to them, hey, listen, could you do me a huge personal favor? Or could you help me out? And they're going to pause. You pause. Then you want to very simply say, listen, do you know of anyone right now that would like to make some extra money? If you have problems with the money statement, you can say, do you know anyone that wants to be healthier? Do you want to know anybody who wants to be happier? And not all three, just one. And when they go, what is this? Go, why? Are you interested? And when they say, well, it depends on what it is. The next part is the most important. You got to be able to edify and tell the story of whoever's going to give them the presentation. And it's got to be less than a minute. The other sentence that I teach people to say is, hey, listen, I have something that I think would help you and your family, but it takes a whole minute. When do you have a minute? And they turn around and say, well, now. So now the next part that's very important is being able to edify or tell a story. Now I'm going to tell you my quick story, and you can make yours as quick as possible. But you got to know a person that's doing presentations either live, or, at a home coffee break, or at a home meeting, or a one-on-one, or a group meeting, or a video. You want to get people a conference call, webinar, but you want to edify a person, not a meeting, not an event. So what I would say to people is I'd say, well, listen, I'm working with this gentleman. He's helping expand a company in this area, and I've seen his checks. They were $62,000 a month. And this guy, I seen it. It was attached to the stuff. And I met him, and he's looking for people just like you and I to be able to go out and help him expand this billion-dollar company in this area. Would you like to meet him? Would you like to talk to him? Would you like to get more information from him? See what I mean? And they'd go, wow, really? And I say, yeah. So I'm working directly with them because you are. And then what you do is you very simply say, listen, can I get a text message? What's your phone number? Can I send you a text message where you can see a video? Then you can do this on your own time. And so your next goal is just to say a very short story about the individual that you're edifying, doing it honestly. If you know them a little better, they're a great family man. A lot of people can see this on a lot of the training that I do. And if you go on there, I've taken people right out of the audience that I've never met before. Ask them questions like their name, where they're from, what they used to do, or what they're currently doing. Do they have children? Are they married? Do they believe in God? And do they love helping people? When they ask yes to all those questions, I now can properly edify them and then get that person in front of that presentation. If you're blessed and lucky that you got somebody that you can do one-on-ones with, that you can do calls with, that you can, that is doing webinars, that that are doing live meetings, man, I'm telling you what, you're very, very, very blessed. But I would be getting more people in front of them than anybody, including you. So, but that's just the way I am. So when my mentor developed a video, wow, now I could call up people, make it short and sweet. Hey, listen, what are you doing tonight? Why? Listen, I got to show you something. I'm super excited. I met this guy that I seen his checks are 62 grand a month, and you got to check it out, you know. And they said, wow. I go, sure. I know you can help me out. So what I did is I got excited. You know, I told them about the success. I told them about, you know, enthusiasm and thesos, God within. And I got enthusiasm, and I get people in front of the presentations. I get people in front of the steps of success. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I did for 18 months. 18 months. And that's how you make $1 million. By telling someone a story, being able to get, you know, ask them a peak of interest, give them the story of somebody that you want to put in front of them. And then guess what? They also understand how this duplicates. Now in their mind, they're going, wait a minute. You know, all this guy did is ask me a question. He told me a story. And then he put me in front of a video. Oh my God, this makes sense. It's simple. I can do it. So I know that you can do it because that's what I did. So take care, God bless, and I'm looking forward to continue to share with you Success in Minutes. God bless.
Thank you, Robert, for providing all that info and being an inspiration to us. You certainly provide enough stuff for us to come up with our own little story about Tim, because Tim is the one we should be edifying. He's the one doing our presentations. If you have any problems coming up with your own little story, by all means, reach out to me. I'll help you out. And always like, comment, and share my videos, and subscribe down below to stay updated. You have a great day.